Bonjour à tous. Good afternoon to everyone. On behalf of École Normale Supérieure Paris-Saclay, I'm delighted to welcome you in your school. Today, you are about 150 students attending this meeting, whether in this room or remotely. Indeed, because of visa issues or quarantine, or because some of you already attend courses in another part of the campus, many of you could not join us in person, but are with us remotely. Anyway, we are pleased to gather you. Keep in mind, for all of us, governance, departments, labs, administrative services, that our ambition is to welcome you in a fulfilling environment, to prepare you for tomorrow's challenges, to help you open to new horizons, and to participate in laying out the foundations of your success. Our recent move to this new campus and in this fabulous building last year will offer you huge opportunities of all kinds, in terms of research, in terms of studies, in terms of culture, sport, in terms of student life, etc. You will discover the premises during the following weeks. But to find your way more easily, guided tours in the building will be organized tomorrow on Friday 10th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you are interested in participating, registration is needed on the link on the screen. Moreover, you will find plates on the floor in matrix form with the indication of the level and a letter from A to Z on the ordinate axis and a number from the abscissa from 1 to 88. And moreover, a web application is now available to find your way around the building. You can download it, it's in CTO. Yeah. In a short while, the President will present the opportunities you have in this new living environment. Last point before starting, a quick reminder regarding the measures against the pandemic. Depending on your country of origin and your vaccination status, the procedures that apply when entering France may vary. Some of you come from red countries, which entails a 10 days quarantine. The quarantine period is mandatory and monitored by the health authorities, so please abide with this requirement, please. All students and staff, as well as staff and visitors, are required to wear a face mask anywhere you are on the campus. That is to say, hallways, lecture halls, classrooms, labs, libraries, offices, stairways, elevators, even in the gardens. The school will not provide you with any mask, so you will need to bring your own. Many hand sanitizer dispensers are available at the different entrances of the building and at each level. Don't hesitate to use them. And you have possibilities of screening test and vaccination, which are offered to you as indicated on the screen. Vaccination is free, and it's without any providing your carte vitale, which is usually needed for all medical visits. The link will be provided to you, I think, by the afternoon. If you have been vaccinated abroad, in order to make your vaccination recognized by French health authorities, you have the possibility to apply to the last link in the page. Now, let's have a look on the meeting agenda. You will attend to the presentation of the administrative services on activities you could need during your stay. The meeting is supposed to finish a little bit after 2 p.m., so even if you are getting hungry, please stay with us if possible. Then a lunchbox will be provided by the end of the meeting. Once again, welcome to ENS Paris-Saclay. And now I am pleased to leave the floor to Professor Pierre-Paul Zaliot, the President of École Normale Supérieure Paris-Saclay.
Thank you, Catherine. Well, welcome everybody once again. I'm very pleased to welcome you here in France on the Paris-Saclay campus. And of course, in this particular building, École Normale Supérieure Paris-Saclay building. You understand, and probably we are sharing these feelings, that your presence here is particularly important this year because of the context of the pandemic. And of course, the effect of the pandemic on international mobility, which has been hampered largely. Your presence is for us, and I hope for you also, a sign of optimism for the new year, for the new university year. I hope, of course, and it will be introduced to you and it will be said to you several times, I hope you will appreciate and take part into the university life, into the ENS life, of course, scientific life courses, seminars, but also student life. I hope you will enjoy and appreciate and be involved into the different associations, clubs, facilities, procurements that have been set up precisely for you. So really, I hope you're going to enjoy it. And there is a lot of platform here, scientific platform, but also cultural platform. You may experience Centre de Recherche, for example, which is just the next door, which is something worth experiencing. I would like to insist on a point, is the importance of international student mobility as an aspect of university mission in general. It's a crucial aspect of our mission, and it has always been the case. For example, in France, the foundation of Sorbonne, founded in 1200, Paris was known as an attractive place for its academic life, and students were arriving from everywhere around Europe to join their international colleges hosting students for all over Europe. And if you walk around the Quartier Latin, you will see the traces of former colleges dedicated to a nationality. Of course, it was at that time limited to Europe because, of course, communications were not that large. From another point of view, so you understand that in a broad sense, university, in the term of university, there is something dealing with universal issues, knowledge, skills, but also values are something which is linked with universal issues. The contemporary period is also different and critical, and I may say that it's a bit equivocal. Of course, because of the coronavirus pandemic, which is a problem for student mobility, but maybe also you're a bit young to maybe appreciate that, but let me tell you that we have experienced a large trend of globalization concerning student mobility and university cooperation since the 1990s, and we are now facing a different context with trend of national withdrawal, with geopolitical relations between major countries that are now called like war sometimes. And the coronavirus illustrates also the two sides. It's a global pandemic. The virus is global. The spread from China to the whole world has been quick and global. The tools to prevent the virus, masks, vaccines, and Catherine was just quoting the link to get your vaccine recognized by the French Health Authority. So you see how global all these issues are. We are now all embedded into globalized networks. And of course, universities has also faced this globalization, and research institutions as well, by the development of student mobility on the one hand, but also by the development of international benchmark. And you may know, of course, that the international rankings of university has now a great importance into the strategy of the institutions. And you know, and you will be told probably that Paris-Saclay is precisely known now in France for being the first continental European universities, and at the 13th rank in the world, which is quite good. The question of does it matter for you is an interesting question. I may ask you: is it an information you get? Was it that important for you for deciding to join us? But whatever, it's a very important aspect. And you may know that you are part of the 5 million of students that are now experiencing mobility. And these figures, except during the period of the pandemic, which is of course completely singular, these figures has raised from 30% per 5 years in the past 10 years. So there is an increasing number of students like you choosing international mobility. And of course, the attractiveness came to the English-speaking countries first, United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, but also from countries offering English courses, mainly in Europe, for example, Netherlands, but also the Emirates or Germany, and more now France. Université Paris-Saclay is probably a good example of universities delivering part of the curriculum in English. Of course, you know that new country, if I may say, has offensive strategies for attract students, such as China, Russia, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and they are deploying ambitious policies and using student mobility also as a tool for influence, such as an instrument of soft power. So the issues of being part of the international students joining France, which is a 4th host country in the world, is something which is interesting to remember. It's also interesting to remember because there is maybe a risk in a multipolar, in a post-colonial world with powerful new nations, with new issues. There is a danger, or a risk, I don't know, of losing the original sense of meaning of a universal heritage embedded into the university project, which is a quest for human progress through knowledge, science, technology, the ideal of knowledge as a common good, and last but not least, the recognition of the human rights, which are written in the United Nations chapter of 1944. So when you come to Europe, when you come to France, you do not come only in a very good training context and for a quite cheap price, let's say, but also because you choose a country that defends part of these values. Our university defends these values. I invite you to stay, and I invite you to think about that, to listen, to question your ideas. I do not pretend, of course, that our country is perfect, far from it. And it's far from being the case, and we need your critical point of view. We need the point of view of someone coming from another country, from another history. And we need also to share ideals, values on which international cooperation has always been grounded. ENS Paris-Saclay was found more than 1 century ago. It's an interdisciplinary graduate education and research institution, so its mission is to recruit very good, promising students, to train them and to encourage them to pursue a PhD. And one of the characteristics is to mix research and training, which is something you may see and you may understand just by looking around how teaching class are mixed with research laboratory, for example, and also by combining different disciplines, and in the case of ENS Paris-Saclay, basic sciences, humanities, social sciences, engineering sciences, and design. You will be introduced, I'm sure, to Paris-Saclay University, so I won't insist on it. I would like to say that, of course, we are very, very proud to host you. We are also very we would like to thank you to have trust us enough to come. The mix of students you are, there is, I've been told, 58 nationalities in the international students community in ENS. Some are coming from, I would say, countries that are very, very near us. And we have a lot of students every year, I think about, for example, Algeria or Morocco or Tunisia. Some are coming from, or Vietnam. Some are coming from other countries, from China, of course, but from a large list. And of course, I would like to say it, two of you, of your community, are coming from Afghanistan, which is also a symbol of what can be done and must be done in that world. So I welcome you warmly, and I wish you a very fruitful year with us. And I hope it's just the beginning of a long story between our institution and you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Zalio. Now we will attend the presentation of Université Paris-Saclay with Julie Hérisson, Head of International Mobility, and Juliette Bruyant, Advisor for Reception and International Attractiveness.
Bonjour à tous. Hello everybody, dear students. Thank you for welcoming me here. My name is Julie Hérisson and I'm working at the International Relations Office of Paris-Saclay University. So I will tell you a few words about Paris-Saclay University, or all about this university. So it's a collective project launched by the French government in 2010 to establish top-class sites and centers for education, research, and innovation. The Paris-Saclay project is specific and remarkable because it foresees the physical relocation of several institutions to central campus of Paris-Saclay. For example, École Normale Supérieure, ENS Paris-Saclay, has been relocated recently on this campus. And in January 2020, Paris-Saclay University became a fully fledged and comprehensive university with a broad range of disciplines, life and health sciences, natural sciences, and all the associated humanities and social sciences. So you have the component of this university is the former Paris Sud University, with its 10 faculties. You have, for instance, the Faculty of Medicine, Pharmacy, Science, Sports Science, Law and Economy, Technical Institutes, and Engineering School. And you also have, inside Paris-Saclay University, 4 component institutions. And in these 4 component institutions, you have ENS Paris-Saclay. You also have Agro-Paritech, Centrale Supélec, and Institut d'Optique. Also inside Paris-Saclay University, you have 2 associated universities member called Université d'Evry and Université de Versailles. And also inside this university, you have 7, of course, national research bodies. So all together, all these institutions together form Paris-Saclay University. So it's a big composition, it's a big structure and a big university. And the goals and the targets of this university is to make stronger the links between universities, grandes écoles, and research institutes, their academics and researchers. Another target is to foster the international visibility and attractivity of the ecosystem. And finally, the third target would be to increase the links between education, research, companies, and innovation in the south of Paris. So in this research-intensive university, you have a unique environment with natural parks, agriculture, scientific heritage, sports and leisure facilities. So if you maybe bike around the campus, you can discover all this environment. It's a really big campus. You also have new buildings for higher education and research institutions. And speaking of new buildings, here at ENS Paris-Saclay, we are in a new building, and since January 2020, at the heart of a world-class scientific and technological cluster. One of the major strengths of Paris-Saclay University is the fact that it is one of the top 8 innovation clusters in the world and is recognized as such by no less than the MIT Technology Review. We have, for example, Danone, Horiba, EDF, Safran, Thales, etc. So I just explained the composition of Paris-Saclay. I'll give you now some figures. The university welcomes 48,000 students. 24,000 of them are undergraduate students. 12,000 students are master students. And 4,600 are PhD students. And the university comprises 275 laboratories and more than 8,000 professors and researchers. With a production of over 13,000 publications per year, the vitality of research and teaching is already well established, and all publications have the recognized Paris-Saclay University signature. The Paris-Saclay ecosystem is the largest French site in terms of research potential, both fundamental and applied, and it includes more than 13% of France's potential in research and development. So the strengths of Paris-Saclay are an innovative undergraduate program, a common master degree, a unique PhD degree, and, as I just said, a common signature for scientific publications. And the flagship degree, the PhD, I said 4,600 students are PhD students, and nearly 45% are international students, international PhD students, with a numerous number of co-tutelle, PhD in co-tutelle. You also have 12,000 students in master programs covering 67 disciplines, and 15% of these masters are delivered in English and are strongly supported by research. The university provides 120 annual master scholarships for international students. And we are proud that the potential of Paris-Saclay University has been confirmed by the last Shanghai ranking. Appearing for the second time in this ranking, Paris-Saclay University has been ranked 13th in the world. The university also appears as the top French institution, as it's ranked first in mathematics, 9th in physics, and 12th in agriculture. I also would like to tell you a few words about a project called UGLO. It's a European university. Since June 2019, Paris-Saclay University is the leader of what we call the European University Alliance for Global Health project. And this project, the European project, gathering 4 partner universities, the University of Lund in Sweden, University of Szeged in Hungary, University of Porto in Portugal, and University München in Germany. And this alliance enables you to participate and to be part of this project by attending online conferences, classes, and internship opportunities and mobilities in between these different campuses. And finally, with its determination to promote excellence, the university has set up various scholarship and support programs for Paris-Saclay and international students, doctoral students and researchers. As I mentioned before, there are master scholarships for incoming students, but also for outgoing students. So there are every year 150 outgoing research internships. So I'm done with the, sorry for the figures. I hope it gave you an overview of Paris-Saclay University, and I wish you a very pleasant year. Enjoy the campus, and enjoy the university, and enjoy ENS Paris-Saclay.
Hello, so my name is Juliette Brouillant and I work at the International Welcome Desk of Université Paris-Saclay, and I'm going to present you the reception services and how we help students integrate at the university. So the first thing you can use to help you settle when you arrive, so if you've already arrived but maybe you still have some administrative procedures to complete, you can use the International Welcome Solution. It's an app that can help you know all the procedures you have to complete. So you can have personalized information, a whole calendar detailing all the steps you have to complete. So regarding maybe your visa, if you have to renew it, accommodation, healthcare, you can have all the information on the app. So you'll have the address, maybe you can't see up there, but you can write on Google the International Welcome Solution of Paris-Saclay and you'll find the website. And so you'll know all the necessary steps you have to undertake. And you can also find on that app a campus map, so you can choose your location. So here, ENS Paris-Saclay, and you can find out all the points of interest on the campus. So accommodation, sport spots, culture points of interest, catering services. So you can filter what you're looking for and get to know a bit more what's on the campus. So that's on the same app, so you can look it up and detail your profile and you have all the information you need. And if you need more information or if you need support, and to meet people to help you for those administrative procedures, you can go to the gate. So the gate desk is a welcome desk for international students. It's located right across the street at Centrale Supélec at the Breguet building. And so the goal is to help you complete all your administrative procedures in one place. So I'll show right after all the partners you can find by going to the gate. But so the International Welcome Desk is present at the gate, as well as Sciences Accueil, which is an association helping to welcome and integrate scientific students, researchers of the Paris-Saclay region. And there's also the Palaiseau Sub-Prefecture for those of you who need to pick up their residence permit. So those are the three main actors of the gate desk. You can make an appointment on the website with the people you need to meet, and I'll show you right now who you can find at the gate desk. So I'm not going to detail everyone, but for example, if you need help to register for the assurance maladie, or if you need to get a means of transportation, you can meet with the RATP, and if you need financial aid with the CRUS or the CAF, you can also go there and meet them. So you can just go on the website and make an appointment depending on the days where the people are available. But you can really go there and get all the information you need about that in one unique spot. And the final opportunity you have to settle and make your arrival in France easier is to participate in the buddy program. So the buddy program is a free mentoring program for international students, and the goal is to put international students and local students in contact so that the local students can help you get to know the campus, get to know other people in your schools, and to have some tips and maybe support for those procedures we were talking about. And so, to give you the opportunity to meet with each other, there are also activities, trainings, and visits that will be organized all along the semester. For example, currently there are meetings on Tuesdays and Thursdays on the Orsay campus, building 300. If you register for the buddy program, you'll get the information about all of that. So you can come if you're registered at the buddy program and meet both local and international students. And I think that was the last slide. So if you have any questions about the buddy program, you can send an email at the email address at the bottom of the PowerPoint, and I'll answer you. And so yeah, feel free to register. It's a great opportunity for you to meet other students on campus.
Thank you very much. Now I request Professor Rachid Benasser to speak about PhD studies. He has a teaching duty after, so.
Merci. So I have just to renew again to wish you the welcome, and I can say that you did a good choice to join us. And moreover, we are happy that you join us. I'll talk about Coordinator of International Affairs. I'll complete what our colleague already mentioned on PhD and PhD program. But you have to know that I am also staff. I teach at ENS Paris-Saclay, so I feel fully at home, and I'm happy that you choose ENS. I also recognize some students I already got during this week in the amphitheater. Some of you are master students, some others are PhD students, but both of you are postgraduate students. So when I talk about PhD or Maison du Doctorat, which will help you to go through this process, this adventure during 3 years. I'll also talk about some financial support, because the master student, by the end of the year, or 2 years if you are M1, you will go through this process. ENS is research structure. We aim, and our president, we thank him also, to host Maison du Doctorat. He already said it, they say it again. Big majority, more than 70% of our students, they pursue as PhD students. So this is important to say and say again. So what I can, next one is better. Yeah, I don't have to complete that we are research mainly, or believing in the research and the added value. And this is valid for ENS and Paris-Saclay. The ranking is talking, or underlining it. It was already mentioned how many PhD students we have. And you see 4,600. We can say we are between 4,000 and 5,000, which is non-negligible numbers. Almost half of them are international students, so are fully in mobility, and you are fully embedded in this. It doesn't mean that you have to stop. I'll come back later about financial support, where you can go through that when you finish your master to find other opportunities to enhance your mobility. What can I say again? For the PhD, the message will be for PhD, so you are here, how go your process. The other, when you join us, how to join us, because when it's financial support for the PhD who just arrived, somehow late, they knew how it goes. So it's important for next year, especially if you are in Master 2, and it will arrive very fast because you will go in internship, to understand what is a PhD. It is doing research by research, so it's a unique experience. What is important also, it is creativity and patience. You stop just being fed by some information and give back. What we can say also, it's a fully personal investment. This is an important. And when you finish, you will be expert in your domain. If not, you will not get it, but be confident, you will be. Another thing to understand before beginning your PhD or ongoing on your PhD, that it's coherent work. And when you finish your PhD, you are a sole author of the document. It's very important to know how it goes over your study. I come back to the Maison du Doctorat, which is hosted by ENS. It is just on the other side. This Maison du Doctorat was built in order to make your life more easy, because after arriving, you have my colleague who explained when you are received here, registration, the development of skills, which is around your subject, not your main subject. This is your laboratory and your supervisor. Until graduation, getting your diploma, all this is managed in one place, which is easy. So we try to find the efficient way to do. My colleague who is managing and Vice-Chancellor, she is also from ENS and acting on the name of University Paris-Saclay. What can I add also? Perhaps I put some information which is not first level, but as the slide remains, you can have more information, the number of doctorate school, the number of graduate school. This is how the knowledge and how the fields are defined. It's not the location to give more details. I put some names of person who will, when you join Maison du Doctorat, especially the PhD, who will help you through the process of registration. No problem. Registration and all what is going, or is Françoise, transverse doctorate training, all what we develop your skills. I want also to add that another how to apply, this is for master's student, like when you arrive and you see this application, like when you join our master degree, you don't have to spend a huge time in going through the website. You have always one place, you join, you find the subject, you go through the process, and this is really a global efficient. Then you have to check the deadlines. This is your duty. So you will find the link. It is Adum. Just Then I want to add for the master student, because the other PhD student, except if you are dual PhD, some of you, like your colleague who already arrived in doctorate, you are hired by ENS. This will be your employee, or Paris-Saclay, so you have your financials. Some others, you will arrive, or you can get in the future when you finish your master degree, some international financial support. This exists. It could be CSC, I discussed with some Chinese PhD student, Chateaubriand for others, and some others you can have a partial financial support. For this reason, I put this opportunity to say when you are working on your future skills, career, subject of PhD, you have the classical full financial support, but keep in mind, to improve your international mobility and skills, you can be in dual PhD, which means that you will have two supervisors, two universities belonging to two countries, and at the end, you develop this extra mobility, plus you will gain two PhD diploma. But as I said, it doesn't mean the two PhD diploma. You gain two expertise, two way to learn and how to work. This explains why you have two diploma, not just a document. So you can go there, and my colleague, she already explained our other program. She talked about ADI, which is Paris-Saclay financing half, 1/3, or 2/3 within this framework, and so on. I'll stop perhaps talking more about the PhD. For the professional experience, then I try to remain in my time. You will join PhD, or the one who joined PhD, you have the main subject and what is around. So Maison du Doctorat, organized on the name of the doctorate school and the name of all the components of Paris-Saclay, just acting in the name of all our colleagues, the team. So skills are important. They will help you to think about skills, how to develop them, how to use them, and sometimes, or most times, I don't know how to say it, you have to realize that you have them. So this is all process which goes through this development of career. There are several actions also organized, interaction with companies and so on. So you can find the dates where you have employer arriving with proposal, but they see this is at the end or going close to university, but the skills and what you have to do are during your PhD. Okay. Same thing when I talk about skills, you will find on the slide the informations. Sometimes when you do PhD, we can think that there are only academical output. It's a large spectrum, and then you can see that the expertise you gain, it is useful, necessary, and expected by all sectors of the life. I will not detail more about that. I let you read. I just mention again what was underlined at the percentage of our international PhD student. I put small zoom on some statistics on joint PhD, the student and worker when they join PhD, around 20 few per year, so we have 200 PhD in joint PhD up, and I stopped there because my time was over. Thank you again. Merci.
Thank you, Rachid. So I will present you the International Relations Office now. Our team is composed of 6 people. I think you already know some of us. Tristan Duchesne is here. He's the advisor for incoming mobility. Khadija Wada, here, can stand up, perhaps. She's in charge of outgoing mobility and an advisor for Erasmus. Andrea, she's just at the entrance. Andrea Ralambozon, who is in charge of fundings of all our international activities, and especially for scholarships. And Stéphane Davenet is not so far, who joined us a few days ago as the assistant of the office and is coming back from Tunisia. Isabelle Thiel is our secretary too. We are located in the first level, in the south part of the building, southeast building, as you see. How to join us? To reach us, please use our generic addresses, please. RI-incoming at ENS Paris-Saclay or RI at ENS Paris-Saclay for general matters. And we are opening every day, of course, but we prefer in the afternoon to receive the student, to have sometimes to work on our file, or if you don't come in the afternoon, you can take an appointment. As October 31, the deadline for your registration, every student will have got his formal address at ENS Paris-Saclay. So use and check your formal address to make sure to receive all the information which are disseminated through the mailing list. Your email address, formal email address is first name dot last name at ENS Paris-Saclay. Okay. Alumni Network. It's a French alumni network. We encourage you to join the French Alumni Network because they set up a French alumni directory. They can help you to find a job. They organize the dedicated events and themes groups too. So it can be very interesting for you, for your career and for your project. And the main thing, don't forget the booklet, this one. I think everyone got one. All the information for new student in ENS are inside. One part is in French, and in the other part it's in English. The Department of International Relations deals with different activities, such as students' incoming and outgoing mobility, but teaching and administrative staff too for incoming and outgoing mobility. International joint project and training, like joint seminars, workshop, hosting foreign delegation, European project, summer school, setting up international agreement, etc. We take care of many international funding programs for incoming and outgoing mobility, like the ENS International Scholarship, Université Paris-Saclay Master Scholarship, the China Scholarship Council, Fulbright Award, Eiffel Program, Erasmus Program, etc. Please note that you can be qualified for an international outgoing mobility not before your second year at ENS. I'd like to draw your attention on the point regarding scholarship. Some of you are awarded with scholarships, like Erasmus or international scholarship from different partners. Our office is in charge of the payment of this scholarship, except Université Paris-Saclay scholarships, which are directly managed by the university. Anyway, you must keep in mind some points. First of all, your scholarship is dedicated to a specific training and cannot be transferred to another master degree program. Second one, your scholarship requires attendance and punctuality in the program you have chosen. We are supposed to check this from your supervisors during the year. Indeed, we must ensure partners who finance your fundings that your studies proceed in the best way. Finally, don't forget to give your bank account identification to our address for incoming to get your scholarship by the end of September for the first installment. And now I leave the floor to Tristan for the last part.
Hello everyone, I'm Tristan. So I'm going to talk to you about some practical information such as buddy program, Sciences Accueil in the Gate. So you already had a presentation of the buddy program. So we just want to encourage you to register on this platform. It's very interesting, and the basis is for you to get partnered with the local students, so a French one or an international student who was there the year before or 2 years before you arrived here. The process is just for you to get help in administrative tasks, get some cultural information, and ease up your installation in France. For about Sciences Accueil, it's a partner that we had since a few years now. We work greatly together in administrative procedures, so you can get some assistance for your residence permit, for your visa, for researchers, for your convention d'accueil as well. They probably had helped you to get an accommodation for this year as well. Along the year, you will receive some emails from us or from them directly about some cultural information, to get some visits, such as in the Versailles Chateau or in Paris, but you get all the necessary information once they get their presentation later on today. And finally, the gate. It's a welcome desk made by Université Paris-Saclay, Sciences Accueil, and the Prefecture of Essonne, where you can find some organizations such as the Prefecture for getting some assistance for your residence permit. You also have the CAF for your housing aid, if you need some assistance in creating your account as well. You get Amélie for your social security. Hopefully the website is very easy to manage, so you can process it by yourselves. But if you need some assistance, don't hesitate to go on the GATE website and take an appointment. And finally, RATP, which is the public transportation in our Île-de-France region. So they are also available to help you to get your imaginaire card that you can get as students in France. Thank you, and I remain available at any time by the email address you saw before and my office as well. Welcome.
I just have to mention, I was said that the mask is not mandatory outside now, so in the garden it's okay without a mask. Now we welcome Sciences Accueil, it's a partner of our institution. Tristan, you forgot the photo. Juste un petit mot. Ouais. Don't forget to give us your selfie, please. So, for you.
Hello everybody, we are very pleased to be here. So this was our speakers of last year, and it's mea culpa. Today will be 4 for you. Yes. So we are presenting Paris-Saclay. We have an agreement with ENS, as Tristan Duchesne told you, and we work very closely with the international relation to help every one of you with every of your concern about settling in France and discovering France and enjoying France and French language. Just few words to tell who we are. We have 20 years of existence, more than 20 years, nearly 25 years, and we have helped a lot of people, as you see, and a lot of institutions are members of Paris-Saclay. So we help you, ENS, but also other scientists and students. We have the support of the Île-de-France region and of the department and of all the communities, the cities. This is a part of our team, yes. And we will, in few words, tell you what we can do for you. We are located in different sites. Here you just crossed the road, and you can see before La Miam Local. Maybe you have already seen the shops. You have the city hall, and we are just above the city hall. So you are welcome to come when you want. We have also sites in the south of Paris. So our mission is to help searchers and students with all their accommodation and administrative stuff, and also family. If you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, children, we can help you with. We can help them also. So we have developed a lot of programs around all this that we will tell a few words about. Sandrine de Comarmont.
So one of our services is housing search. Maybe we've helped some of you before their arrival here. I don't know, maybe not. If you still don't have an accommodation, please come to us. We can help you to find one. We have a large selection of accommodations of furnished apartments owned by private landlords, and the important point is that landlords who are registered with us usually do not require a guarantor, so that may be interesting for you. And some of them are very sensitive to mobility, so they also can help you to settle. Je continue avec l'administrateur. We also have agreements with residences, and especially the new connected residences, which offer you all kinds of services. So please come to us and we'll give you some information about them. One of our key services is administrative support, so we can help you. I know you guys don't like paperwork, but fortunately you have to deal with this, and we can help you with it. We can help you with residence permit, health insurance, opening a bank account, insurance, everything. So you can come and meet us in our office. My colleague already explained to you where we are. We also are part of the Gate Paris-Saclay, which was already mentioned twice by our partners. We were co-founder of the Gate, and we are running a reception desk there, so you can come and meet us there, and we will help you with all your paperwork. Everything in one place with all our partners, so don't hesitate to come and meet us. My colleague will talk to you about our language courses and cultural visits.
Hello everybody. So I will be talking about the integration in France, because I hope that you will get some free time out of your busy schedule in order to enjoy and get the best out of this cultural experience. So to start, Paris-Saclay organizes French as a foreign language courses. So we do offer 2 semesters per year. The next semester will be starting on October 4th, this coming October 4th. And so we offer 16 hours of classes, and those semesters are on 15 weeks of class. Class that will occur twice a week. So we usually offer evening courses because we know how busy your schedule can be. So therefore, usually the class is between 6 to 8 p.m. or sometimes from 7 to 9 p.m. So it's 2 courses per week. So the classes are usually indoors courses as usual. But what we try to do is also offer some possibility to organize some outdoors activities within the semester, which will occur in class. So for example, the teacher will organize with the class, with the students, on different ideas, some kind of activities outdoors. So we had, for example, a picnic under the Eiffel Tower, which was great. We also had like going to see a theater play, going outdoors, visit a park, etc. We also had, just for your information, wine tasting. So basically the students came up with this idea, and as long as it's founded on a project, which was here, how to learn how the wine is processed, this works. So that worked, and I guess they enjoyed it. And so the semester at the end, we offer a celebration, which is called Fête du Fleu. And so there, all the courses, all the classes, all the groups are reunited, and we happen to act, to perform, and my colleagues can tell as well, we occur to sing as well. So it's a really fun time all together. So the flyer, I guess, which is concerned to that, is this one, and I think you all had it. If not, we'll leave some to perhaps Tristan. So if you need more information, feel free to check on this one. Okay. And regarding the courses as well, we created last year something kind of new. So in addition to the 60 hours of class, which is, by the way, he requests those 2 services I will be talking about. The courses and the visits are based on fee. You have to pay some kind of fee, but it's honestly not like a big amount. And so in those 16 hours, you also have in addition some workshops, which are in order to improve your French for cinema. You have conversation and games, as well as something new we created this semester around writing. So those workshops are open for all our students, and it's just in addition something extra if you wish to, if our students wish to perfect their French. And we also have an Instagram page we're trying to promote. It's kind of new, so if you want to follow us, I think the code, it's related to this, right? Yeah. And so the last thing, it's the cultural visits. So something, this is more on short terms, more punctual. If you wish to just to meet perhaps like over international students, foreigners person, and enjoy like an afternoon or a day outdoors. So Sciences Accueil organizes cultural visits around around Paris, but also Versailles or other region around Île-de-France. So this is usually in a friendly atmosphere. It's in English, so if you only speak English for now, don't worry, no problem. And yes, so the next one will be on September 25th. It's called Montmartre et la Bohème. So I'm not a great person to talk about this. I haven't been there. But yesterday I was talking to one of my colleagues about those ones because she happened to join them, and she told me that she always had a great time up there. And they always have food, just for your information. So cultural visits. Okay, and now I think one of my colleagues will talk about meet, greet, and eat. So once again, welcome.
Okay, meet, greet, and eat. What is the goal of this program? Is to link students and research with local people. Like, we give the opportunity to test French food, to make new friends, and in a family atmosphere. Like, you can sign up in our website. Normally, we link this program with the cultural visit.
So, of course, with the sanitary crisis, this program has been not really exploited last year, but we hope to do it again. We have a last program that we have, just 2 words. I'm sure that you will be very happy here, but you can know that sometimes you can feel alone, or you can find some difficulties. Csik has developed a program that can help you. We have a psychologist that can meet you. Maybe there is also in ENS, but you can know that you can also address to Csik for some difficulties or some punctual financial difficulties also. And sometimes we organize conferences about the security in France, in the transport, with the police, the national security, to tell them how to behave and to avoid any problem. That was for the dark part of the mobility, but let's come back to the colorful side of the mobility. How to get help from Csik? You can go on our website and register. Maybe you will receive by mail our information. You register. There is not. Okay. If you register, you will have a personal account, and so you will be able to ask any question to our team. And in our team, you have seen, we are more than 10. Everybody is expert on one field and will answer you depending on the subject. Okay, so thank you for inviting us, Catherine, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Sciences Accueil. They are located 50 meters from ENS. It's very easy to go and meet them. And now I request the Education and Student Life Office with Nathalie Delangue and Frédéric Troulard.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to all of you, and those are present here and those are connected. Wherever you are, I hope you will be able to join us very soon. So I'm Nathalie Delangue. I'm the head of Educational and Student Life Office. So our building is located on the right-hand side. No. Next one. Yes. So it's our office is located on the right-hand side of the building, on the first floor, just near the International Relations Services, and we work closely together just to help you during your stay with us. So please note our opening hours. So we open every day on the morning, on the afternoon. So please feel free to join us whenever you need. So the Education and Student Life Office has different missions, but today I will try to focus on 3 of them you may be concerned about. So the first one is the administration of your studies. The second one is the career center to take care of your future employment. And the third one is to take care of your life student. So for the first one, our first mission is to care, to welcome you, and to listen and to inform students in the administrative and educational procedures during all your academic year. For instance, we may be able to help you with your administration registration, with your diploma, with your internship agreement, and also with your student card. For the second mission is to take care of your future employment. We may organize some job events. For example, in December, we organize what we call la Semaine des Carrières Normaliennes. You will be able to meet different employers. And also, we carry out some survey on labor market. And so you may receive some mail from us to answer some survey. The third mission is to take care of your life as a student. So let me introduce Frédéric Troula, our referent. She will explain you everything about it. So
everything in a few words. But about student life, the first is accommodation. Please join us on this email because we follow you, me, and Mr. Duchesne for all requests. It's important for you to communicate and to notify us your arrival date because we organize your arrival in different cruise or César residence. Sports. The new website opened yesterday, so you can connect you, create your account, and choose all sport activity you want. Sports training will start on September 20th. For all associative initiatives and activities, you can join us on this email, but you will have all information by student association later. So I will stay at the end if you have any question about accommodation, if you want. I wish you a good start on this new year at ENS Paris-Saclay.
Before leaving you, I just want to remind you some deadlines which are important. So first of all, for your administrative registration, it must be completed by October 31st. It's mandatory to be able to get your diploma at the end of your academic year. Without this administration registration, you will not get your diploma. So if you need any information on that, you have the website, but you can also ask any question on the on this email address as well as inscription. So please feel free to contact us if you have any questions. The second due date is November 15th. So for some of you, after your administration registration, you will have to choose some specific training units, amongst others. For that, please contact your training department. They will help you with this pedagogic registration. And remember, the due date is November 15th. Okay? So if you have any other questions, please feel free to contact us. We work together with the Relation International Services. You have our website, but also you should contact your training department. They may have specific answer concerning your agenda, your notes or anything. So thanks for your attention and welcome again here.
Thank you very much for your presentation and the reminder regarding the deadlines. Now I request library, Martine Copé, to present library.
Hello and welcome to everybody. Let me show you a short presentation of our library. The library is located in the southeast building, ground floor, so very easy to find, and the entrance is directly from the forecourt, so no need to go through the main entrance of the school. You will find every practical details on the school website. So we have a special tab for the library on the welcome page. You will find opening hours, services, and a widget to get access to the online catalog called Focus. So our collections, either electronic or printed, are multidisciplinary. So you should find almost everything you need. On the slide, you can read that you can read the opening hours. So you can see we are widely open, especially from October to June, including Saturdays, and since last February, even on Sunday afternoons, which is new. But opening hours are limited during summertime from July to September. So now we're closed on 6 p.m. and not 10 p.m. If you need help in searching a document or a document we don't have, but being in other libraries, or anything else, do not hesitate to contact us and ask us. You always will find someone at the information desk in the library. Okay, so now let me present you, if it works. It doesn't. Aïe, aïe, aïe. Ça, on n'a pas la deuxième diapo, Tristan? Ben, je sais pas, ça me... Bah ouais, je sais pas. Vas-y. Okay, so I was saying, I want to present the future of the library. The year coming is very specific for us since the library is preparing to move into a learning center. Okay, you have the picture, well, for coming. And the learning center is called Lumen. You can see the construction site located on the continuation of the École Normale Supérieure at about 150 meters. So it's very close, and it's that way. Lumen will be the learning center, and the new library of École Normale Supérieure, of course, but also Centrale Supélec and part of University Paris-Saclay, offering a good number of various and wide open spaces and shared services based on innovation and co-working orientation. We hope the provisional timetable of the construction will be respected, of course, so that we could start in time the next school year in the Lumen. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Martin. Now we request the Student Association to speak about their activities.
Hello everybody, we are some students from the Student Association, what we call BDE. So this is our list, the survival list. We can see us with the sweaters around campus. The team is composed of the bureau, with here Iliane, the president, Raphaël, the vice treasurer, and myself, a vice president, but also a team of highly motivated people here to make you spend a good time with us. But what is our role on campus? We're here to bring life to your stay in France and also your stay at the ENS with the organization of parties, of breakfast during the weekends, but also with activities and coordinating associations and clubs. Oops. Okay, so the place to be here at the ENS for student activities is the cafet, which can be found on the eastern building, just next to the International Relation office, and next to the library, yes. So there are many activities which are organized, but also a bar where you can take drinks and food, for example. Sometimes there are concerts that are organized, and all the parties take place there. So you can see some pictures. Maybe you've seen it during the visit of the campus. So tonight we invite you to the party, which we call Cocarde, where the sanitary pass will be required, but as international students you could come see us and we'll get access, we'll give you access to the party. As the student association, we are really fighting against sexual harassment and sexism. So here is a campaign against sexism. So we're here also to tell you that if you encounter any problem with those kind of subjects, we are here to talk, and we are here eventually to link you to the administration and people that are more inclined to solve your problems. So we have a team of anti-sexual harassment, which you can contact if you want and if you need. You can also find us on social media and contact us if you have any question or if you just want to take part to activities and stuff. And thank you for your attention. I'll give Raphaël a time to talk to you about a partnership we have.
Yes, so hello. Maybe some of us will need a credit card or a bank account, and we have a very strong partnership with a bank, which is very interesting for students because it's 8 centimes. It's like 0.08 euros per month to have a credit card, so it's very, very interesting.
So if you want more information about it, well, come to me or to another treasurers or other people in the BDE, and we will help you to create a bank account.
Now we welcome the Sport Association.
So hello everybody, do you hear me? Yeah, I think so. Yes, so we are the students from the Sport Association of the school. My name is Alexandre Poultier, I'm the president, and she's Jeanne Lafargue, she's the treasurer. So we're going to explain you very briefly all the details to do sport at the school. So if you have any question about administrative information, you can send an email to sport@ensparis-saclay.fr, or for any information, just contact me or at the end of the presentation. And here on the picture is Frédéric Ashliman. She's the sport association director and also the rugby coach. So for the different sports that you can do at the ENS, in fact, as the ENS is part of the Université Paris-Saclay, you can do a lot of sports within the Université Paris-Saclay, but only only a small list is available at the ENS. So basketball, handball, rugby, running, climbing, volleyball, football, badminton, cheerleading, and cross-training. And for the sports that are underlined, so running, climbing, cheerleading, and rugby, it means that you also have an association that exists. So it means that you have all the parties or events that can be also like in addition to just the training sessions. So you have the dates when the training sessions are and the contact people to if you have any information on these sports specifically. So, and
just as also for the cheerleading, there was a problem with the cheerleading coach. So we're not sure if we're going to have a coach this year or not, but we're trying. It's good. Okay, so we do have a coach for Tuesdays apparently. So just the Thursdays is wrong, and I think there's also with the association just a more informal practices on Fridays for cheerleading. And so now I'll explain to you how to sign up for the sports at the ENS. But this website that we use, the sports.universitéparis-saclay.fr, it also allows you to have access to all the other sports from other schools that are part of the Université Paris-Saclay group. So it's just that they might be further away, or I don't know, they're not part of the ENS, but you can still go if you're interested by a sport that we don't offer at the ENS. So to do this, you have to go to the website and you have to create an account using an email. So yes. And then you'll have to, the site will ask you for a doctor's certificate. And for this certificate, it's very important that all the sports you want to do be mentioned on the certificate. You can't just have a multi-sport or well, you need every sport you want to do to be mentioned. So if you want to be sure of that, you can use the model that we have on our Facebook page, the BDS Facebook page. And it has all the ENS sports mentioned on it, so you just have to give it to your doctor and have them sign, and so that it's practical. And you'll also need certificate of scolarity, like that says that you study at the ENS. And for this, if you don't yet have a the normal certificate, you can also use the pre-inscription document, the one that you get when you finish just your inscription, but you haven't yet paid, etc. And so
to do sports at the ENS, it will be 25 euros. But if you want to participate in competitions, it'll be with the FFSU, which is the organization that organizes all the different competitions between schools. And so you'll just have to check a little box on the website that says, I want to participate in competitions with FFSU. And you'll have to pay an extra 15 euros. And for the FFSU, you'll have to have a sanitary pass. So the site will ask you for a certificate of vaccination.
And so just to finish, we are currently doing some homecoming tournaments. So yesterday it was rugby, tonight it's volleyball in the gymnasium inside Centrale Supélec, Breguet. So we're going to play volleyball. On next Monday it will be football on the field outside the ENS. On Tuesday it will be basketball, on Wednesday rugby, and on Thursday handball. And so for volleyball tonight, basketball and handball, it's only 50% maximum because of COVID rules. But for football and rugby, everyone can come. So if you want to just try in sport and meet some people, you can go tonight. We're gonna welcome you. And if you have any question, you can we're gonna stay at the end of the meeting, or you just send an email. You just send an email to the email address. It's okay.
And we have now a message from the equality officer who could not succeed to join us today. So Khadija will read her message.
I will do a quick presentation of the equality service. So I will do the last but not least presentation. At ENS Paris-Saclay, one equality officer has been appointed by the president of ENS Paris-Saclay. Here is a list of her missions, but she's here to assist on, to make sure that the ENS Paris-Saclay will be a workplace without discrimination and work for equality, and so everyone can have equal access to services. Here are a list of her mission. You can contact her at this email address, mission.equality at ENS-Paris-Saclay. And also each department has its own referee. You can also contact them. Sorry, I went too fast. At their email address. Thank you for your attention.
And the last presentation is just before this one. It's for social action and disability services by Doreen Kamga.
Hi, my name is Doreen, and I'm working in Human Resources Department. Social action is available for everybody. So if you need something, I'm available to listen, to inform, and to get you the solution. I help about assistance in administrative procedure and for the student social assistant folder. But the last assistance is exceptional, punctual, and urgent requests. If you need any information, please send an email. In this school, you have disability services with Laetitia Chanto and myself. If you need special arrangement because you have a disability, you are sick, or you are pregnant, please contact us and send an email at the first address. It's possible for you to contact the doctor for the student at the second address. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doreen. So it's now finished. We wish you a very good stay among us. And this PowerPoint will be sent to you by the end of the afternoon, because you have some deadlines who are very close. So we will send you this very soon. So now you can get and have a lunch box.